Hey guys, so as you know, we are working on our profile essay this week. One of the things that we're not doing is we're not doing a formal outline like we did for your eulogy essay. But I know for some of you that may cause some complications because you're used to doing an outline. So, what we're going to do is in our support class this week, we are going to work on organization and those outlines. So, first of all, I want to talk to you about the different facets of organization. So, always consider what you want to share and then organize. When you think about brainstorming, let's go back to thinking about some of those different processes. Some of you may draw a picture, some of you may do bullet points, some of you may free write. But what you need to gather from those brainstorming techniques is what do you want to share? And then after you figure out what you want to share, you're going to interview that person and you're going to frame your questions to gather the information that's necessary for you to be able to write a strong, full paper. So, what's important to you about this person you were talking about? Is it the story of their life? Is it their character qualities? Or is it a particular theme that you see throughout their life? Figure out what's important and start from there. Then you're going to outline. Once you've brainstormed and you've gathered all the information you need, then it's time to strategically start outlining what you're going to write about. And remember, when we talk about outlines, the most important things to talk about are topic sentences that all lead back to the most important aspect, which is our thesis statement. So maybe you want to do this chronologically. Maybe you're going to talk about their childhood, their adult life, and then later in life. The key to this portion is to ensure that each portion of life has a clear topic. You can't simply give a timeline of events. What I mean by this is your first body paragraph should not be, Doug Talent was born in 1964. All that is a detail that does not give you a strong topic that you can talk about for the entire paragraph. Now, if you said Doug Talent's childhood was marked by wild adventure, and then you talked about how his mom didn't make it to the hospital and he was born on the side of the road in an ambulance, that's fine. But again, the topic sentence needs to holistically approach that paragraph. It can't simply be a timeline. Each portion of their life still has to have a clear topic that you're discussing. Maybe you don't want to do it chronologically, and maybe it's easier for you to do a logical organization or talk about themes. Maybe in the first paragraph, you talk about compassion. The second paragraph, you talk about integrity. The third paragraph, you talk about how dependable they are. You can also take one of these qualities and talk about it throughout the entire essay, but you need to focus on different aspects of life. So maybe one of your favorite things about whoever you're talking about, I'm going to go back to my dad because that's an easy example for me. Maybe I'm going to talk about integrity. So maybe instead of talking about different character qualities, I'm going to talk about integrity throughout the entire essay. And in that aspect, I would say, even in his earliest days, my dad was a young man of integrity. And I talk about how throughout school, he was a friend to everyone and he showed integrity in the way he treated people and he was always honest. Then I say, in his working adult years, he had integrity in his business. And I talk about how he showed integrity in all of his business dealings. Even in his final days, as he serves his community on the planning board, he has integrity in his leadership. Again, guys, what I want you to see, there's not a right or wrong way to organize this. You just have to make it make sense. If you're doing chronological, your first paragraph should not be about them being 65. It should talk about their childhood. If you're doing it thematically and you're doing it through character qualities, then if you talk about compassion in body paragraph 1, you shouldn't be revisiting that in body paragraph 3. So let's look at an example. And remember, in my English 111 lecture, I used my dad as an example. So I'm going to continue to use him as an example and show you the different ways this can be broken down. So let's say that in my paper, I'm going to do this in a logical way, and I'm going to do it by themes, okay? Then here's my thesis. His life has embodied gratitude, hard work, and a deep commitment to family. So here's my first body paragraph, topic sentence 1. Even when my dad has had little, he marks those days with one word: gratitude. And again, what I want you to know is if you go back to this thesis, gratitude is the first thing that I talk about here. Topic sentence 2. My dad's life has always been a symbol that effort matters. His words ring in my ears. Hard work will take you places that natural talent cannot. Look here in the thesis statement. Hard work's the second portion of this thesis. Topic sentence 3. So this would be my third body paragraph. His grandkids have created a renewal of his longstanding commitment to family. We'll look right here. Third portion of this thesis, a deep commitment to family. What I want you to see here is this is your introduction with your thesis, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and body paragraph 3. And all three of these topics completely connect to this thesis. Now, let's say you're like, you know what, doing it logical or thematically is just too hard for me. I want to do this chronologically. That's fine, absolutely fine. But let's take a look at how that would look a little different. From his childhood to his senior year, my dad's life has always embodied a particular ideal: faithfulness. Topic sentence 1. In his childhood, so you see that direct chronological order, even when my dad had very little, he was faithful to the belief that a little meant a lot. Then we see the second body paragraph. Throughout his adult years, he weathered many storms, but he stayed committed to his faith, even when employment looked bleak. Okay, again, this idea of faithfulness, but we can see the shift to his adult years. Topic sentence 3. While many people hit cruise control in their senior years, my dad stays faithful to his grandkids, instilling his wisdom in the next generation of his family. Again, we go back to this idea of faithfulness, but guys, what I want you to see so clearly is topic sentence 1, which is your body paragraph 1, childhood. Topic sentence 2, adult. Topic sentence 3, senior years. We see this seamless line of how this organization takes place. So here's what you need to remember. Make it make sense. It doesn't matter how you organize, but it's that you're consistent in your method. Don't start with chronological and then end up talking about themes. Don't repeat yourself in more than one body paragraph. Every paragraph should have a clear topic with different explanations and ideas that relate back to that topic. Each individual paragraph needs its own purpose and point. Guys, if you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to reach out. Organization is so important, and it's where a lot of your points are going to come from in this essay. Let's make it a great week together.